How much are you benching now?
All of it. How much is good?
I don't know, like C-bum.
What would you consider a good bench press?
Great question.
I would
Like
say,
if you looked at a guy and you're like, damn, that guy benches a lot. What is it?
all right, a lot is different than good because a good bench is like, a really good bench is like 225 pounds. If you can bench 225, I'd say you're in the top 1% of lifters.
Well, we could probably look it up. You don't have to guess.
That's sad.
A good, no, dude, that's not that side. Tony, not everyone's 6'4" in Italian.
A good 1 rep, 225
Yeah. I'd say that's like
flat barbell bench.
a good bench press.
That
What
is
do you
sad.
what do you think? It's like when was the last time you put up 225?
I mean, I don't know. I don't flat bench.
Yeah. I can probably rep to 25 like 12 times.
I could probably put up 225. I don't think I could put up 12 times. I think I could put up 225 between 3 to 5 times, which I'm not. Bench is like my worst exercise.
I agree. That's also
You
my
agree?
I agree. That's also my worst
Watch
exercise.
yourself.
But
I think 225 is a good like standard.
I feel like 225 is like what every guy should bench.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
no
that's a
matter
fair
what.
statement.
315 is like, okay, now you're
315.
good.
I feel like 315 is like, if anybody's like, yeah, I can rep 315, I'd be like, oh, you have a good bench.
Yeah.
Like that's strong.
good?
I was
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
365 my sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
No.
I got videos.
No way, really?
You think I didn't record that?
I think I actually, so when I was in high school and lifting a lot, I think I hit like 235.
For sure. Yeah.
When I was really little.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, when we would start to lift heavy, when we were doing stuff, we never really did heavy flat bench, but we would do heavy dumbbells and I would hit like 95 or 100 for a good amount of reps. And I feel like that's
that converts.
harder than 225.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Tony was doing like 130, 140 for reps
Interesting.
and it's a dumbbell. So I feel like flat bench is a joke. No, I'm just kidding. But flat bench, I feel like flat bench is like probably as far as exercises go, the least bang for your buck.
Yeah, it's the most bang on your body.
Yeah.
For your buck. Yeah.
The most damage for the
No.
least amount of benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I
Dude, I don't know.
There's
deadlift.
no reason to flat bench.
But like,
Unless you're trying to-
you can do good form on a deadlift, and like you're not gonna get too messed up. But you can do a good form on straight barbell bench, and like eventually your shoulders are gonna
Right.
start giving out.
I think deadlift is even way more practical though, because, all right, let's say you walked up. All right, this is a perfect example. There's a car on a kid, and you need to lift the car off the kid. Are you going to walk up, lay on your back, and try to bench press it off, or are you going to
It
deadlift?
would look cool though.
Could you imagine? You're like, imagine like a gym bro like rolls up, and he's like, "Oh frick, my bench is stronger than my deadlift." and just benches the car off the kid instead of deadlifting it. And then he's like, "Where's my spot? Where's my spot?" And just freaking, he's like, "Get out of there, kid!" And just drops on his own head and just crushes his head. But he would be a legend because that bench max would be.
Yeah.
That's probably like pretty
For
solid.
sure his PR.
Yeah, he PR'd.
Would you ever see Jeff, what's his name? Jeff Nippard, I think his name is. He's a science-based lifter. He's like the Mike.
Israel?
Yeah. Same. I think that Jeff was his student at one point. Don't quote me on that. But he talks about the bench press, flat barbell bench being a very good exercise.
For what?
Everything. Like it's a full
Really?
body movement.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you use your, well, if you do
You're
it,
driving off your feet.
you're driving off your feet, it engages your quads.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's compound lift. I can't remember exactly what he
Compound
says.
lift means that you're just using multiple muscle groups and across multiple joints. So all you're doing, you're using your chest, shoulders, elbows, like
Legs.
but you're not.
But not your back at all.
These guys would probably argue you're like doing this,
Yeah.
get in a position, and then it's like, all right, well, I don't really give a crap. I'm not like,
Well, it's
trying to-
science-based lifting.
I'm not trying to bench press. The point is, if you want to bench press a lot of weight, fine, do your thing. Otherwise, what is that doing for you? There's no application outside of, all right, I have a strong bench. Okay, it gives me a little bit bigger chest, but like, what else is it doing for you? It's not doing anything for you.
Yeah, that was a tough time for me to realize that.
Yeah, there was a lot of energy that you put into that. Oh, man.
Yeah.
What do you think if you could go back and talk to your high school self? I don't want to like leave it too broad because obviously you can get crazy, but specific to lifting and working out, what would you tell them different?
Take steroids.
They don't test at that point, so it's free game.
I would probably say don't go as heavy.
Just go lighter.
Yeah.
Better form. Like try like basically don't hurt yourself.
Yeah. And I mean, if I had like, I would give Chris back to that guy. Teach him some of my stretches and stuff. Because high school, I was like putting tension in, lifting so heavy. I got a lot of good feedback from it, which was like the dopamine rush from it.
Felt really good about myself.
But yeah, it definitely takes a toll. You can't do that for extended periods of time.
Yeah.
It just, yeah.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is like I feel like people, they want a lot of people are lifting either to like be super strong or to look super strong. And I feel like you really don't have to go that crazy if you're just purely lifting and exercising for strength and aesthetics. You have to work really hard, but you don't have to go like that crazy.
Yeah.
You just have to, it's mostly diet, sleep, recovery, and then lift really hard, but not like to the nth degree of difficulty.
You don't need to be deadlifting 800 pounds like Ronnie Coleman did, because
it depends on what your goals are.
To now.
Also, 800-pound deadlift, not that good, right? we need to get you to figure out what a good number is.
What? 800 pounds? 800 pounds, not a good deadlift?
I mean, it's good, but it's like you said 800 pounds like we're like hyperbole. And it's like a lot of people deadlift that. Like if you said like because if you would have been like you said 800 pounds, like it sounded like you were saying 2,000.
This is blasphemous. Right?
I'm not saying it's not heavy, but I'm saying that I feel like your standards are a little skewed because you're talking about 225-pound bench presses.
Dude, there's literally like 5 people.
Yeah, right, bro. The one dude deadlifted 1,100 pounds. That's literally almost 40% more than what you said.
That's the one I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the mountain?
A lot of people have deadlifted over 1,000 pounds. Not a lot, but
Ronnie was repping 800.
Yeah, he's like repping 800.
Here we go. Let's take to Reddit.
All right, there's 1 billion people in the world, or there's 8 billion people in the world, and 7.99 billion people don't even work out.
Bro, I used to have like 3 or 4 pre-workout lifting videos that I would watch every single time.
Ronnie Coleman?
He was in one of them, but they were so good. I don't know if I can pull them up now, but they used to get me so hyped, and I would repeat them for years.
I like the one of the guy where he was like, I forget what his name is, but he's like, everybody wants to be a beast, so it's time to do what beasts do. And what was that? He was super dope. He was a motivational Eric something.
Yeah, he was dope.
Yeah, you should play that.
What is that?
Eric something. Or Tony, you probably have better ones because I don't even really remember that one. But play.
Yeah, I mean John North's always a classic.
John North, Eric Thomas. That's it. That's him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was dope. Play the Ronnie Coleman one though. It's probably better. Where did you find the John North video?
I would search like powerlifting hype up. And it would usually come up.
Powerlifting hype up. Yeah, I remember one time, this is actually super funny. We were in college and you were like, yo, watch this video. And it was Ronnie Coleman being like, yeah, buddy. And like, ain't nothing but a peanut and doing all this stuff. And you were like, and I was just like, it's not, I don't get it. And you're like, right. I'm like, yeah. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, bro. I used to love
Ronnie Coleman's just literally leg pressing like every plate in the entire gym. And I'm like, okay.
So big.
Tell Ronan about when you guys you and your brothers would look at the bodybuilding magazines.
Oh yeah. You remember like the Men's Health and like all those
Of course.
bodybuilding ones, like, and it would be like 60 pages of transformations.
Yeah.
And it was always like a big jack dude, but like not really that cut up, and then it would show like he was skinnier but like really cut up. And like everybody else would always be like, wow, like that second one's dope. And like in my head, I'd be like, I'd much rather want to be the first one. The guy was just yoked up.
You're just like,
yeah.